bringing you a kid-friendly radio show. Every Saturday afternoon on YouTube. Broadcasting live at 1 o'clock. Broadcasting live at 1 o'clock. Hello and welcome to episode 13 of the Brit Show with me, Ethan. Coming up on today's show, we will see if anyone can beat Nate in the leaderboard game. An interview with my friend Stuart talking about going back to school, and we've got our new feature, the weekly Watchlist. So hopefully you've liked the second part of our behind the scenes series, the making of the Brit Kids show, behind the writing of the 10th episode. If you haven't seen that yet, the link is in the description below if you want to check that out. Behind the recording of the show will be out on Wednesday this week at 4 o'clock on this channel, so remember to check that out. So I have not been able to release episode 1 of the Nether Survival Challenge on my gaming channel, the Brit Kids Gaming Show, this week, but that will be hopefully be out on Monday at 4 on my gaming channel. So if you want to check that out, the link is in the description below. So now it is time to see if anyone can beat Nate in the leaderboard game. The leaderboard game. Hello, Dan, and welcome to the leaderboard game. How are you doing today?
Good, you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. So, do you think you can beat Nate with his score of 6, who is at the top of the leaderboard?
Probably not, no, but...
You'll try. Okay,
yeah.
So let's get into the first question. Simon Cowell breaks what after falling off his electric bike? Was it A, his neck, B, his back, or C, his leg? Your time starts now.
Was it B, his back?
You are correct. You have got 1 so far. Okay. Question 2. The Eat Out Help Out scheme has had how many meals have been claimed over the first week? Is it A, 10.5 million, B, 33.9 million, or C, 3.5 million? Your time starts now.
Was it A, 10.5 million?
You are correct. You have got 2 so far. You're on a winning streak here, Dan. Okay. Question 3. The NHS test and trace system in England is cutting how many staff by the end of August? Is it A, 3,000, B, 1,700, or C, 6,000? Your time starts now.
Is it B, 1,700?
You are incorrect. It was actually C, 6,000. Okay. Question 4. I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here is switching the Australian jungle for what in Britain? Is it A, a castle, B, a forest, or C, a mountain? Your time starts now.
Is it castle? Forgot which number letter that was.
Yes, you are correct. It was a castle. You've got 3 so far. Okay, you only need 3 more to level with Nate, who is at the top of the leaderboard. Okay, question 5. Employment in the UK fell by the largest amount in over a decade between April and June, but how much did it fall by? Was it A, 330,000, B, 97,000, or C, 220,000? Your time starts now.
Was it C, 220,000?
You are correct. You have got 4 so far. Okay. Question 6. UK's first ever socially distanced concert will will take place on Tuesday in Newcastle, but who will be playing? Is it A. Lewis Capaldi, B. Sam Fender, or C. Ed Sheeran? Your time starts now.
Is it A. Lewis Capaldi?
You are incorrect. It was actually B. Sam Fender. Okay. Question 7. Ofcom has now launched an investigation after errors left out 3 competition entries. But which broadcaster was it? Was it A. ITV, B. Channel 4, or C. the BBC? Your time starts now.
Was it B. Channel 4?
You are incorrect. It was actually A. ITV. Okay. Question 8. A department store is to cut 2,500 more staff due to the COVID-19 pandemic. But which shop is it? Is it A. House of Fraser, B. Debenhams, or C. John Lewis? Your time starts now.
B, but I can't say it.
Debenhams. You are
Yeah.
correct. It is. So you have got 5. You just need 1 more to equalize with Nate. But if you get these next 2 right, you will be at the top of the leaderboard. Okay, so question 9. Which exam results are to be released on Thursday, the 13th of August? Is it A. A-levels, B. GCSEs, or C. Highers? Your time starts now.
Is it B. A-level?
Yes, you are correct. It was actually A-levels. So you have got the same score of Nate, 6. Well done. Okay, so if you get this one right, you will be at the top of the leaderboard, and there is only 1 more contestant after you. Okay, so question 10. In which game has someone cheated their way into the championships finals? Is it A. Call of Duty, B. Fortnite, or C. Battlefield 5? Your time starts now.
I'm going to go with C. Battlefield 5.
Oh, you are incorrect. It was actually B. Fortnite. Okay, well done. You have the same score of Nate at the top of the leaderboard. That means if the next week's contestant doesn't get higher than you, you'll have to do a quick fire question of to see who will win. Well done. How do you feel?
Over something possible. Happy. That's what I said.
Over the moon?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Smart.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So Dan has got the same score as Nate with a score of 6 out of 10 in the leaderboard game. That puts Florence in 2nd place. So if you want to try and beat Nate and Dan in the last leaderboard game of August, email me at thebritkidshow@gmail.com and type your email, the leaderboard game. So now it is time for the weekly watch list. Hello and welcome to the weekly watch list. So this week's submission to join Lost in Space is Current War, available on Amazon Prime Video and YouTube. Current War is a film about Thomas Edison, played by Benedict Cumberbatch, hopefully I have said that right, and George Westinghouse, not Washington, played by Michael Shannon. I really don't know how to pronounce it. Hopefully I've said that right. That engage in a battle of technology and ideas that will determine whose electric system will power the next century. Edison dazzles the world by lighting up Manhattan, but Westinghouse, aided by Nikola Tesla, played by Nicholas Hout, I think that's right, sees fatal flaws in Edison's direct current design. Westinghouse and Tesla bet everything on a risky and dangerous alternating current. But that is all I'm going to tell you. I don't want to spoil the film for you. if you want to check that out, so the link is in the description below to both YouTube and Prime Video. I would give it a 5.5, 5.5 stars. Not as much as Lost in Space, but I still really enjoyed watching the film. If you have a TV show or film that you would like to nominate for the watch list, you can leave it in the comments down below or email me at thebritkidshow@gmail.com and type your email, the weekly watch list. Now it is time to talk to Struan about him going back to school on Wednesday. Hello, Struan, and welcome back to the Brit Kids Show. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, thank you. How are you?
That's good. I'm doing good, thank you. So you were actually back on the show in what episode was it again? Was it episode 8?
Yeah, 8, I think.
8. So yeah, you have actually yesterday you went to the school for the first time since March. So how was it with social distancing in place?
Well, I would like to say there was social distancing. There wasn't much social distancing going on.
Oh dear, was there supposed to be?
Well, there was between kids and adults, but kids, it's kind of hard to social distance when like the school's like our school was too small. There's too many people.
Yeah.
So they only had half the school in, but it was still packed.
So how was being going to your secondary school for the first time with social distancing and in the coronavirus pandemic? How has that been?
Well, it feels a lot like normal high school, but there's a lot more. You have to get the jotters, and occasionally have to wipe down your own desks and things.
Yeah.
Our school is very rectangular, so they put a one-way system in.
Okay.
So we've got many staircases, so like they've got down only or up only. But sometimes you'll have a classroom, and you have to turn left, but your next class is to your right, so you have to go the entire length around the school.
Oh dear.
Yes. So it's very painful sometimes.
Yeah, so you have to take on more responsibility than you would have.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what has your favorite lesson been so far?
I quite liked our maths. Our maths teacher is quite fun. It's a lot of puzzles.
Okay.
But yeah.
That's good. So you said half the school is in. So
yeah.
Do you go one week and the other half goes the next week, or how does it work?
No, I think it was just for this beginning week. I think I'm not too sure, but I think tomorrow I think the entire school will be there. They just wanted the S1 to 3s to come in, so the S1s could kind of learn what it feels like, I think.
Oh, so is the S1s to 3s is S1 year 7 here in England?
Yes, that would be your year 7. I think,
or year 8? Because
year 8.
I'm going into year 8.
Yeah, 8. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. So what lessons have you had so far?
I've had maths, English,
yeah,
PE, craft and design, geometry. No, yeah, geometry. Yeah, I think that's it. Geometry, maths, English.
How many lessons do you have a day?
We have 6 lessons plus registration, but that's less of a lesson.
So would you normally have 6 lessons even if the coronavirus wasn't here?
Yes, we would, because we've got 6 periods. But the average is 6 lessons, 6 periods, but sometimes we have a double period for 5 lessons. But we would have the same amount.
So they've not done less lessons or
no, they've kept it the same.
So my school have done, we normally have 5 periods, and but in the first period now, we have a 1-hour lesson, and then 2 and 3 period, we have a 2-hour lesson, and 4 and 5 period, we have a 2-hour lesson. So my school is going to work on a 2-week timetable.
Oh.
So instead of having music once a week for 1 hour, we'll probably have it every 2 weeks for 2 hours. So I think that's how it's going to work. So do you get a school bus into school?
Yes. Most people get a school bus. but I personally do.
So, how has that been on the bus? Have you had to wear a mask, or what has it been like?
Yeah, so we've had to wear masks. It's been pretty packed. On the way there, it's not too bad, but on the way back, it is utter chaos because the entire school is flooding out up one street, and there's one bus stop quite close by, so it's just flooding, and so the buses are very squished and stuff.
So is it a school bus that you get on?
No, we just get on regular buses.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I feel quite bad for the adults who are just sitting there and the little kids come
trying to social distance.
Yeah,
but then you get on, there's none of it.
Yeah, there's too many people, drivers not stopping people getting on.
So my school, I think, is doing, so some people will, they're doing, what's the thing? What's the name for it? So they're doing different start times. So like,
right.
So like they keep the buses in the car park. One bus will go 5 minutes after the other bus have gone. So they're going to try and control it, and the same with after school. But you just rush out, do you? There's no control over it.
No, so there's worst thing is, so we have two doors coming in, like two of those circular glass things. But one of them's been blocked off on in, so you're having the student population just coming in, like a bit, just flooding through and just coming out into the playground. They're just flooding up the street, taking all of the pavement.
Oh dear. So so how has break time and lunch has been? Do you have different times for different year groups for lunch to try and
S1s and S2s, but I think it's just S1s. We get an earlier lunch, and I think the like older young school, I think like you get the S2s, 3s and stuff. They get an earlier break by 5 minutes, but it ends the same time. So, but we get a longer lunch.
So they've not added any of them on recently to try and limit the people going into the lunch hall or things.
But the S2s and 3s they can leave the school, like they could go to Costa or something. So a few of them have been doing that, but
yeah. So do you have any clubs that you're doing at the moment?
No, the clubs have been stopped till further notice.
Yeah.
Like I think they're planning on getting them up and running for a bit, but there's no clubs or anything currently running.
So are you having any assemblies, or have they been cancelled as well?
The assembly's have been cancelled. I think they might have plans for a virtual one, but we get this kind of bulletin that contains the school news for that day. Like it says things for years, so it feels a bit like an assembly, but just in a bulletin form.
Yeah. So so how long is your how long are you there in school for?
We start like 8 something. Like the starting time is 8:15. I think for like when classes begin, that's in registration, I think. But they let you in earlier so you can go up for registration. It might even be 30 past registration time.
So when do you end school then?
3. I think it's 3:30, but I'm not too sure.
My school starts at 8:45 for registration, and then ends at 2:55.
Oh right.
So it's a bit earlier, and a bit later in the day. So so thank you. Do you think there's any more questions that I could ask you?
I don't think so. No. You've covered most of that school round.
Oh, do you like your school uniform? That's a good question.
Yeah, my school uniform's good. It's nice.
Is it comfortable?
It's comfortable. Yeah, I wear a blazer and a green tie, but yeah.
Yeah, it takes a bit getting used to, doesn't it? Because it's quite different to primary uniform.
Where you've just been wearing trousers and like a jumper or something.
Yeah, and a unbuttoned t-shirt and things. So. And for PE in my school, if you have PE that day, you have to go in your PE kit. Do you have to do that at your school or not?
Yeah, we have to go in our PE kit, I had PE on my first day. So
oh dear.
I had Yes, I had to go in my PE kit for my first day.
Did you know your timetable before your first day?
No, we had no clue. They just said you will have PE some point in your day. Go rest in your PE kit.
Okay, but we literally with my school, we don't know what our lessons are that day, so we could have PE or we couldn't have PE. We don't know.
Oh,
So last year, I took my PE kit in case I had PE that day, but I don't think they'll do PE for the first 2 days, and then they'll just start it the next week, because we start on, when do we start? We start on Thursday the 3rd, so 3 weeks today. So we broke up on the 13th in England, not the 13th, the 17th of July in British England. English schools, sorry. So when did you break up?
I need to check that. It was some point June.
June.
But yeah, I think that's when we officially ended. I'll go back and check. I'm feeling it's June 24th. I'm gonna search it up. Sorry here.
That's okay.
Oh, that is wrong. 21st of June, I think.
21st. So and
June.
then you've just started on, when did you start? Wednesday? Yesterday.
Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it'll be in June.
So how long do you have how long is your summer holiday?
So it's 6 weeks, I think.
Is it still 6 weeks?
Yeah, 6. It was meant to be 7 weeks, I think, but they brought the schools back early here. So because every couple of years we have an extra week. So I think they're adding that on to the end of the school year.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. So do you think your school could have handled it better, or?
As in my high school?
Yeah.
I don't think I think they've handled it pretty well. I think they've handled the one-way system is the most annoying thing, but they've handled it pretty well overall so far.
Yeah. So did you get an informative letter a couple of weeks before saying what would happen?
No, not really. We got told our houses. Do you have that in England schools?
Yeah, we have we have houses, and then we have forms as well.
So yeah, we got told our houses, our registration class, our guidance teacher, and our registration teacher. I think that's all.
Your guidance teacher. What's your guidance teacher? Is that just in S1?
No, it's throughout the high school. So it's basically the head of your year who's there,
Oh yeah,
that kind of thing. Don't know their. I think they're called guidance teachers, but not too sure though.
Yeah. So, what were you most worried about going into a secondary school?
Probably getting lost.
Have you got lost?
Yes, we have 5 floors.
Oh, 5 floors.
Yeah.
I think we have 3 floors.
Yeah, we have floor 1, 2, 3, then ground, then lower ground. I got lost going down to PE because our teacher said, "Follow me," and we're changing periods. We got lost in a giant crowd of people changing classrooms, and then we found deputy head for our year, and they were like, "Oh yeah, go down to that floor, wrong floor," so we had to go back up another floor, and it was very complicated.
Yes. So what my school is doing, also with coronavirus, is that you would, I think, there's only a couple of classrooms for year 7 or S1. So you stay in that classroom, and the teachers walk to you instead of you walk to them. So I think that's what's happening.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Yeah, so there won't be any of them big rushes in the corridor like there is.
Yeah, it's quite funny. We have a staff-only staircase.
Yeah.
And on the first day, everyone just walked down it because it's the most convenient staircase. It goes from level 2 to level 1 to the atrium, which is where it's ground floor, which is where we eat and stuff. But of course, it's staff only. So they just came down and staff were standing staff only staircase. Have fun on the staff only staircase. This is a staff only staircase. It's quite funny watching them just repeat themselves.
What was I going to say? So what is the best thing that you have most enjoyed about secondary school so far?
Probably, I like changing classes because you feel a lot more grown up.
Yeah, and with different teachers for each class.
Yes, and it feels like they're probably, because with primary school it feels like the teachers do that all round, but it feels like with this the teachers will be great at one area of the curriculum, so it feels like you get taught better than you might in primary school, just because they're general.
And it's more complicated in secondary school than primary school.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for being on the show today. It's been good. Thank you
for having me here.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
So that was Stuart talking about going to school on Wednesday in a worldwide pandemic. If you have a new skill that you have learnt in lockdown, or if you just want to get interviewed by me, email me at thebritkidshow@gmail.com and type your emails, interviews. Sadly, that is all we have time for this week. We won't be back next week because I'm having a break from making the show. I'm quite looking forward to my little break off because I have been doing this show and producing it for 13 weeks in a row now, so I'm quite proud of myself for doing it. So episode 14 will be out on the 29th of August with the last leaderboard game of August, an incredible interview, the weekly watch list, and the final of August's leaderboard game. I will still be putting out the Brit Kids gaming show hopefully on Monday, and the Brit Kids not the Brit Kids gaming, the Brit Kids show extra on Wednesday on this channel because I have already recorded all of them. Please share this video with your friends and family. Comment, like, listen to last week's episode if you haven't already. Listen to this show until the end. Email me and subscribe because we're nearly at 50 subscribers. Only 5 more subscribers. So please do subscribe to get that first milestone that I wanted to get, 50 subscribers. That would be incredible. And all them other things still really do help me out. In the meantime, if you have any suggestions for to make the show better, or about the Brit Kids show extra, or about the Brit Kids gaming show, or if you have a new skill you want to talk about, or if you have a TV show or film that you would like to nominate for the watch list, or if you want to have the chance to beat Nate and Dan in the last leaderboard game of August, comment below or email me at thebritkidshow@gmail.com. So that is all we have time for this week. We'll be back on the 29th of August at the same time. But for now, goodbye. Bringing you a kid-friendly radio show. Every Saturday afternoon on YouTube. Broadcasting live at 1 o'clock. Broadcasting live at 1 o'clock.